Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Rome, and we are back with some more Star Citizen. This is, I don't know, it's not really a 0 to hero, but as close as I've done. So I have moved myself. I always did like that helmet. I have moved myself to Pyro Gateway in Levski. That's where we're sitting right now. As you can see down there, Pyro Gateway. Moved my medical spawn to here. So this is where we're at for the moment. Now, I am, as you can see, more or less broke with only 400,000 because I just saved up and bought that, the Mercury Star Runner. So I bought the Mercury Star Runner. The next ship I want to get is going to be a Connie of some sort. I might trade my 400i in for it on the pledge store. I haven't decided. And get the Aquila, the exploration one. And then maybe if the Phoenix becomes available, I'll upgrade to the Green Phoenix, or to the Phoenix at some point. I doubt potentially the Green Phoenix if that's available, but the odds are less on that. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. But meanwhile, if I don't, it is for sale in game, and I think it's also about 12 mil. So we got a little bit of work if we want to do that. I'm not really super worried about grinding cash. I did that over the last, few days, so I'm kind of over that. I have moved. Yeah, I know I have all of this, right? Just ignore the fact that I have all of this. I have moved a small selection of ships here. I have a light fighter, medium fighter, heavy fighter, a starter ship, a light freight, and a light salvage. So normal stuff. The only thing that kind of shows my concierge kind of bougie ways is the F8C Lightning. I have other heavy fighters, but this is probably the best of what I do have. I wouldn't mind an MX. I had one for a while and sold it. I've had the Scorpius is the one I don't have. That's probably the other. With the F8C, probably the top one, along with the MX. I would say the Lightning, the MX, and the Scorpius are probably your top 3 heavy fighters. I do have some other heavy fighters. If we go heavy fighter, you can see I do have an Ares. And the Shiv, actually, the Shiv would probably be the better option here. And I might bring it over simply because there's a lot of like courier missions and stuff like that. And I don't really have a ship that has cargo capacity and can fight over here. Probably should bring the Shiv. It's probably going to be more useful than the Golem at the moment, but maybe not. The early cargo missions, there's not usually anybody there, and I can get my Golem Ox's signature down pretty significantly to the point where I could probably sneak in, get the stuff, and get out without too much risk. I have done it before with it, so we'll have to see. There are no salvage missions here, not like we're used to. At least not yet, which seems a little weird to me. We just have these new ones. The get a small amount of stuff. But there's nothing that points you to a ship. So I have to do a little more exploration in the area and find if there's areas that you can get to, because as you can see, if we go to the map, we don't have like the 8 billion plate. Whoops, no, don't stop zoom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nix, come on, jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. Everybody knows a burrow owl lives in a hole in the ground. Why the hell do you think they're called burrow owls? Anyway, sorry, old reference. There's not like mining stations that I can warp to or anything like that in here. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it right now. Now, there will be missions that we can get to locations, and maybe we can use those mission locations for other things. We can find other ships that way. For instance, even if we get a contract to pick up a courier item, right? So if we go to like a delivery, right? We can say, okay, there's a site in the Glacium Ring, go there, pick up this research. There might be ships in the area, right? Because they're still doing that. There's other stuff going on. this one doesn't say that there's going to be bad guys there. So we could potentially use the fortune for something like that. I don't know what EXPU means. So this one says there's light engagements. Right. So you have to kind of figure out the Nyx caster jump point. I don't believe there is a Nyx caster jump point. So I'm not quite sure where that's going to be. One of these sites, that might be a bug. It might just be a sign that caster is coming soon and somebody accidentally let something go in the code that shouldn't be there. It's also possible that one of the sites is misnamed. For instance, the Nyx station, the Nyx jump point station in Stanton, I think calls itself, missions go to it as the Magnus jump point. So there are some misidentifications in the code. So it's hard to say what this one would be. Whereas this red one right here is just Levski, right? What I would like to do is I would like to start working on the Intersec stuff so that I can start working on potentially getting to the FPS missions, you know, that you have to hire rep to do. I think you need junior applicants, so I have to get through neutral and applicant to get to those. Now, this is Adagio. This is the salvage place, but we would need again, got to get through neutral up to junior applicant. So there's that. Let's go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and do this one just to see if we get something, and we'll take the fortune out. Partly because I watched Even Lisa's review that came out today of the fortune, and the only thing he didn't have, because he usually does he gets all the paints and all the cosmetics, either that he has or through his core or whatever connections he has, but he did not have a Wicklow fortune in said in his deal. So let's go ahead and grab it, and if it doesn't get destroyed by the hangar, we'll take it. And if it does, we'll take the Ox, probably. Or the Intrepid, actually. The Intrepid would be just fine. And the Intrepid's actually the best ship for these early missions because it can fight. It has that size 4 gun on it. And so for early stuff like that, it's plenty. It is not a bad ship at all. Okay, well, there's a ship there. Is it above ground? It is. All right. So for those that haven't seen it, I was going to do all of the salvage ships. I recorded one for the Reclaimer, but then we did a big, huge RMC versus construction material, and I used the Reclaimer in it. So I felt I didn't need to post that one. And then I was going to do one for the Vulture, but I traded it on the Moth without thinking because I forgot I needed to do that. So that kind of made the whole thing null and void. And then Evenly's posted a fortune one today, and let's be honest, he's going to get more views than I do. Where's my door? Come on. It should be. There it is. Got to get sideways. He did say that one of the people helping with his views got killed by this ladder today. So maybe it's good that it doesn't pop up and tell you unless you're to the side. Maybe that's an update to the Wicklow one. I don't know. I really like the Fortune. I didn't have a problem selling my Vulture. The Vulture's good. I had it first. It's a very good ship, but I just think this is the easier ship to live with. And I love the windows. I love the view. I like my MISC ships, but this is by far a better window than most have. This one happens to have plenty of power. As you can see, I've got extra that I can't spend anywhere. I would recommend, if you're going to get one, that you actually put ballistics on here. Mine doesn't. Mine should still have the initial Bulldogs? Is that what I have on this? No, I didn't talk to anybody. Bulldogs, yeah. Because if you want to shoot through the... If you want to get into a ship that the shields are up on, it's a lot nicer if you can use ballistic guns to shoot through the shield to open the door without having to knock the shields down first, because the ballistics will go through shields and do some amount of damage. And you don't need a lot to open a door. And then you could go in, sit down in the pilot seat, shut down the shields, unlock your ports, that sort of stuff. So I think that's the better option. You know what? I might leave us on... Well, when we go to scanning, it'll switch. So anyway, the Wicklow one, I don't know what the differences are. It does have different components, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and... I don't know if you could do a stealth version of this one. I'm not sure why we're going that fast. I have not told us to go that fast. We don't have cruise control on. Coupled is on. It just decided it wanted to go fast. Okay, fair enough. That's a bug. Anyway, it's a pretty cool ship. I like it. I like it a lot. It's got 12 SCU on the sides. We've got 6 there and 6 there. You could use it for missions as well, cargo missions. I did a video. I don't know if I'll put it up. It'd be a narration-free, me just using the Moth to run missions with, using all of that extra storage on the outside. And then there is a cargo elevator as well. Very, very similar setup. The Moth is really just this ship combined with a mole. That's really what it is. So our goal here is to make a little bit of money, to work on some factions, primarily Intersec. Although I probably will see, like I said, if we can boost some of that salvage faction, Adagio faction, to see if it'll get us to a point where it'll send us 2 wrecks. If not, we could easily, we're at the Pyro Gateway, we could easily hop into Pyro and run salvage missions there. Because there are missions there, and I have run them. And I'll be honest with you, people don't really mess with salvagers in Pyro. I have salvaged, 10, 12 SCU, or 12 SCU, 12 kilometers, off of bases, your major stations, and salvaged quietly, and nobody's bothered me. Now I probably cursed myself with that. It's like pointing out somebody's hit streak, or a field goal kicker who's made 15 in a row from beyond 50, right? Okay, so we did actually still have somebody here for us. Is he coming at us? I don't know that we can take even a Mustang in this ship. Shall we try? I don't think I have anything terrible. Let's give it a go. Ooh, okay. Let's get past him first. This thing does have hit points. But let's get our shields up. Come on, shields. And then we'll give it a go. These are fairly tanky. They got good hit points on them. We just don't have good guns. And we're not fast. As you can see, we hit not even 350. All right, let's go back around, see if we can put some damage on him. This might be a lost cause, though. But that's good to know. This is the first one I've had that didn't say anything about there being a risk, and actually had a ship there. In fact, most of the ones that say that they expect light engagement, I don't have light engagement in. Once again, we're going to boost out. I don't think we've done any damage to him. So I think we're probably better off. I don't want that one. I want this one. All right. And then we're going to go to, oops, it's probably that one right there. There's not a lot of options here, right? So, Pyro Gateway. Okay. So we're going to need another ship for that. That's fine. That kind of, you know, what we could do is you could come in with a fighter. Shoot it, but leave the courier thing there, right? Then come back with this, salvage whatever ship there was. It's going to be difficult to find because they're small ships. If you could soft death them, it'd be great. But otherwise, it's going to be probably kind of difficult. And then you could salvage it and pick up the courier item. That's probably the way we'll have to do some of this. We could also do like an ambush mission where you fly out, you do the ambush, and then instead of flying back, you fast travel back to Pyro Gateway. That leaves you your ship out there that's going to give you a warp point. You should be able to warp back to your ship or find it in some way. And then you could use that as your beacon to get back. I might experiment with that off camera. It used to work. I don't know that last time I tried to warp to a ship I could. So I don't know if it still works. But that might be another way to do it. All right, where your corpse. Actually, you'll be able to warp to your corpse. You should get a beacon for that. And so then you could do that and salvage the ships that are there. That might be the way I'd have to do that. And that shouldn't be too bad because we should be able to get to a point fairly quickly with ambush missions that we're getting ships big enough to actually salvage and get something out of. So that might be what I have to do. And that's fine. I don't mind playing some of those games. And then just insurance claim back your fighting ship. It's funny when you ask for a cargo load spot, right? It's supposed to give you one closest to where you are, right? Why the hangars don't do that, I don't know. They're always on the backside. And they're on the backside from everywhere you might warp from. So I don't understand that. Like if you're going to only put them on one side, put them on the side that people are coming from to make life a little easier. Oops. Put down the landing gear a little early. Shall we use the Intrepid for this? This is the type of stuff really that the Shiv excels at. And it's the type of stuff that I bought the Shiv for. I just forgot, frankly, when I was calling ships over. Or I probably would have brought it instead of this one. Or instead of the Lightning. Let's go ahead and refuel. Well, we spent 1,000 credits and we didn't get anything out of it. So that's not a great first start for our 0 to hero in Nyx. I will give you a quick look, though, of the ship. Obviously, we've been through here quickly already. We didn't take that much damage. The lights could probably change. Regardless, this is our bed. Components are up here. We've got a shield. We've got a computer, except it doesn't exist. We've got gravity gen, jump drive, radar, life support. Now, you do have storage here, but as you can see, it's only for pistols. So you can put a pistol, you can put a medical gun, you can put a multi-tool. Do I have an extra medical gun on me? I do. Can I hang on to it? Oh, here, I will equip. I think I should put it in my hands. Yeah. So we put it there. Put a multi-tool in there. I've got a medical thing on my multi-tool at the moment, so I don't need it. I prefer to carry a pistol because I think the pistols are really good. Again, we've got windows here out to our storage decks. We've got our controls here for our salvage. And then back here, we have some more components. We've got cooler, for instance, on this side. We've got shields on this side. So it does have 3 shields on this one. And then we've got a small cargo deck back here that I think holds 4 SCU. So 2 extras, 2 entrances into the ship, 1 ladder and then the elevator, which I really like. And again, that's where the cargo goes. So we've got 12, so 16 SCU worth of storage on it, which isn't too bad that you could use to run some missions on it. The other thing I could do is I could have brought a fighter that's got internal living space, like a Guardian, except I don't have a Guardian. But because you can do courier stuff in there, right? You don't need a full cargo grid. You just need enough room for one thing, little box that you're carrying in. So we could have done it differently. But let's no, it shows it. All right, let's go ahead and take the Intrepid. We're not making money very fast. And I'm not going to be on very late tonight. It's 10 o'clock already. I didn't get out of work till about 7:30, I guess. I had a hard-facing and surfacing welding class tonight to teach. And I've got a sheet metal class tomorrow. And I've got to be working on a resume because I am applying for a full-time teaching job. Well, I got the resume done, but I got to find the website and open the application tomorrow and start getting that stuff done. So I can't really... Figured I'd give myself an hour tonight, maybe a little longer, to play. And then in the morning, I'd give myself 20 minutes to edit a video and call it a day. Get it uploaded. All right. Let's start by getting all my power pips where I want them to be. This is, I believe, also actually set up a bit. You can see it's got plenty of power in it, too. I think I did a stealth on it. Is that why we're low? This can be fairly stealthy, too. A cross-section of 1.9, right? Remember, that's your worst, right? This can be made pretty stealthy. What if we turn engines down to there? We turn that off. We can't turn that down. We could turn this off. How low can we go? Well, while we're waiting, we'll move out of here. This thing is quick. 3.5. That's not bad. I bet you we could do better. But for the moment, we'll turn everything back on. And then we've got Rhino. Is that what I got on this one? Rhino. Yep. All right, let's go back and try that again. I think this one could go on comms. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this one there, and then this one will go on comms. So when we're in quantum mode, we're flying in, we can do that. And then when we're in combat mode, we'll have us and the target, I think. I like this one. I like the fact it's got a lot of regular buttons for us. They're not crazy. But I like the fact that we have so many of them. I think that looks nice. Again, we've got really good visibility. Got great visibility. We've got that gun there. Now, visibility down, not so much, but that doesn't matter this ship. We can, our gun is, it's actually got pretty good view, right? There's nothing stopping us. But we probably want to go follow things up so they're within our view. Some ships don't have guns that will gimbal up, or for whatever reason, they'll only gimbal down, so you need to follow them down so that you can keep your guns on them. What was I in the other day? I was flying some combat ship, and that was the problem. If they were up, I couldn't get my bottom guns on it. So I had to get past them and then kind of come back down. What I really needed to do was flip and then follow them down to keep all my guns on them. But then you deal with your visibility issues. So it depends on the gun, and I'll be honest with you. I don't remember how this one gimbals. or if it gimbals, because I haven't flown it in combat in a long time. So we are taking a little bit of a risk here, but it is starter ship versus starter ship, and we have a size 4 Rhino. So I'm going to give us the nod. And then hopefully I'm just a slightly better pilot. But we are on a bigger ship, right? Obviously, a Mustang is going to have the benefit in maneuverability, but this is a pretty maneuverable little ship. People undersell this. It's not the hardiest little ship, but I don't believe mine is stock anymore. I don't remember what I've put on it, but maybe we'll run this courier mission, and then we'll go back and we'll look at this and the Fortune to see what components are actually on them. Like I said, the Wicklow is not stock. I haven't done anything to it, but aside from putting on in a braid instead of a cinch. We need to get our shields on. I'm back. Again, I got to get out of here and get my shields up. All right, we got shields. I don't know what his are like, though, because I didn't get my MFDs set up. Shields up. Come on, come on. It is a little more challenging when I don't know. Oh, there we go. We're done. We're done. We didn't make it. Actually, we're back. We're back in it. Do we keep trying? I assume that's him making those noises. We got a nice run of shots there on him. Yeah, piloting this thing is a little bit crazy at this point. That's going to be our issue. There we go. There we go. The question is, can I repair stuff from here? I don't think I can, because it has an interior. So I think I actually have to. Fighter ships you can repair from the seat. We're getting hits on him. Oh yeah, we hit the cockpit. We've done real damage to him. Well, I can see why people aren't a fan of this, despite the 4. This ship used to actually work for this. This is just the AI getting better. And engineering probably not helping us. That's okay. If we die, we die. I'm not worried about it. Whoops. We can't turn that way at the moment. Not worried about it. I say we could easily just fight these with a fighter, and then when we're sure the area is clear, come back with.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you twice as hard.
Well, you already hit us pretty hard, but. Yeah, we're struggling at this point. We're in pretty bad shape.
Engines destroyed.
How many engines do I have? So I'm pretty sure 2 of them have been destroyed so far. Oh, that got me. Ooh, I've never had a fire. Hold on, this is cool.
Warning, fire detected.
Where do I have a fire extinguisher in this thing? I think there's one back here. Do I not have any fire extinguishers on this ship? Where are the fire extinguishers? Every other ship I have has like 15 fire extinguishers. Oh, there one is. Come on. Really? Can I not move that into my backpack? There we go. Why can I not? I can't pick up the tractor beat. I can't pick it up. That seems to be an issue. Right? I have an extra hand. You know what? No. Holster. We're gonna die. Because whatever I have here, we're gonna lose, right, when we die. So I don't want to lose that. But that's silly that I can't pick this up. Why? Hold on. Let's see if we can. If I can find the spot and then I hold it and then we right click. Oh, I can't do that. It won't let me right click on it. That's really annoying. Like, why can't I just pick it up? And of course I'm on the wrong side. Can I? Nope. Do I not have my helmet on? Oh, we better put our helmet on. Well, we can't pick it up because we have a gun. So I guess that's that. We learned something. That's a stupid thing. There's nothing in our hands. We can carry stuff even though stuff is in our there. We always have the option to pick up something else, even though we have something in the back. So the fact that I can't pick up a fire extinguisher is pretty stupid. There's nothing in my hands. So maybe I'm not going to be able to carry a multi-tool. I will have to carry the med gun and then not carry a pistol. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but... All right. Well, that was annoying. At least we're not hungry anymore. Do we get revenge or do we just call it a night? We probably should get revenge, right? Let me call that one up. We'll take a look at what we have on it. What I should have done was I should have had, again, first time I've flown this ship in combat in months. And the game is a very different place since then. Let's go Intrepid. We'll call that back up. See how long it takes to show up here. I don't think it's going to matter till it actually pops up here. Let us try again. There we go. This time it shows up.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
All right. Well, 5 minutes. Let's take a look at what is on our fortune, and then we'll take a look at if there's time left. We'll pay for the extra. So here we go. So Wicklow. Now again, I haven't done anything to it, so this is just what comes on it normally. So it comes with 2A size 2 grade A civilian cooler. It comes with a Lotus power plant, pretty good power plant. It looks like it's all grade A civilian. So pretty good. That doesn't take us very long at all. Let's go ahead, since we're here, I'll show you the aux. As it's set up at the moment, I've had it better in the past, but I have whatever I had available at the time. I did appear to have some stealth components that did not survive the patch. But that's okay. So I've got a grade B stealth cooler. I've got a grade B stealth power plant. I have a Zephyr grade B stealth quantum drive and grade B. So all grade B. But I had a grade A something in there at some point. But grade B is pretty good. I don't really have an issue with that. And we can still get a pretty low detection radius. So, is what it is. We'll take the Hawk out, by the way, is what we'll take.
To the ASOP vehicle
So then we'll go Intrepid. And we'll go here, and we'll expedite it.
Your vehicle has been
Now we're spending all sorts of money. But then we'll go F1, and we'll see what I put on this one. Might have those components. And maybe we need to rebuild it. Maybe we need to put some other stuff on it, because clearly it's not. If it can't take a Mustang, it needs work. There's no argument there. So yeah, grade B stealth, grade A competition, because I don't think I had something. Quantum, grade C stealth, and grade B stealth. So yeah, we probably want to upgrade it. We'll put something else on it, but I mean, realistically, we should be able to get it down pretty low. It has a really low general detection range. I mean, the power plant I don't have, but I mean, it's a good power plant, but it's not stealthy, right? And we've got plenty of power. Obviously, we've got more than enough power at the moment. And we could look at putting I think we can swap the gun out. Yeah, it's just a Rhino. So we could put something else out. I'd have to buy it, but that's fine. They're here. So, all right, let's grab here. Let's pull it up from inside the hangar, because that is much less likely to glitch out. The other thing is everything I have here, I believe. Oh, it didn't give me one this time. Okay, well that sucks. Maybe we need to buy like some furniture or something and just let it sit out.
the ASOP vehicle return.
Oh, what we should do is we should bring I should bring an Atlas. Oh, it won't let me bring it up from here because only
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle
haven't done much to my hangar, to my Hawk, except I swapped the disruptors out for just additional laser repeaters. I don't have any paints or anything for it. If we pull an Atlas out, we could just park it off to the side,
vehicle return
right?
system.
And that one is probably on a ship. Oh yeah, actually it's on the MSR, the Mercury Star Runner.
Insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been moved.
That seems okay. All right, let's go see if I can fly a Hawk. Since clearly I failed miserably in my Intrepid, I need some revenge. I do really like the Hawk. It's not my favorite looking of the light fighters, but it's pretty damn good. All right, we can knock that down a little bit. Oops. Go there. You know what? I shouldn't need a lot of thrust for this. I'm just going to go there. May not be what I will always run, but then we'll expand the wings.
Landing gear raised.
Oh, I should have I should be able to warp to it, right? So let's go here. We still have that, but do we have a toggle marker? Do we have me on the map? This is a good way to test that, right? Let's zoom out. Let's zoom in. Where is my body? Interesting. It won't let me it shows it, but it doesn't let you warp to it anymore. So we can't just die and then fly back to it. We'll actually have to keep a quantum beacon of some sort if we want to deal with that. Okay, that's fine. Figuring out mechanics as they change. We do have an EMP on this, so we could use it to disable ships and then come back and salvage them if we wanted to. This is a lot of work for this mission. A lot more than I planned on. I mean, we're already at 47 minutes of recording. I didn't start instantly, but I can't imagine we've cut a lot out, some flight, but that's about it. All right, buddy.
Shields hit.
Do I not have guns? Oh, I don't have gimbal. Finally get our shields up.
Ah, shit.
And his shields are down. Yeah, see how our guns wouldn't gimbal there for a second? He was just in the right place that we were aimed at him, but the guns couldn't gimbal to where they needed to be. There we go. Through the shields.
Shields hit.
And I'm not doing very well this time, am I? I'm not covering myself with glory. Let me see if I can rotate into a better spot here.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Not enough to make it worth salvaging. All right, I still don't have a way to pick up anything. Oh no, that's not true. Could we put it in there? That's meant for a person though, right? But is that a oh, maybe let's see if we can actually use it for this. That would be so cool if we could use, because I think it's meant to be a prison for their body. I think that's what you're supposed to do with it. But so I don't know if this is going to work or not. We'll find out. I suppose I could go to my body and pick up any extra. There's some asteroid out there, so we could mine these places too. Okay, good to know. I did not bring a mining ship, but I could. I could bring. I've got a golem, just a straight golem. I also have a prospector, I think.
Okay.
Another one? Ah. Oh, okay. The shields aren't on. I could probably ignore him. Well, I can't with us. We've got an 11.2. You know, we're not as stealthy in this as we are in everything else. It's the racing model, right?
Target destroyed.
Anyway, I could pick up my... I was going to say I could pick up the... my ammo and stuff that I had on me. There we go. That was a better fight. Melina hold samples. Oh. I don't know if we can sell those. I mean, there is stuff here. We've got asteroids. We've got Melina mold samples. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff here. But all I'm really interested in is if I can use that little prison section in back. I did try to salvage these, and it didn't work. I tried them in another mission. Okay.
Engines offline.
Turn off the engine. We're still moving, aren't we?
Engines online.
Ooh, or it's moving. Huh. That's got to be, I just need a bigger dead spot on my, hold on, let's see, can I do that here? I think I just need a slightly bigger dead spot on my, my gamepad. Where would that be? Controls? Mouse sensitivity, hold on, let's go mouse, gamepad. Dead zone. I'm going to boost each of these up just a tiny bit. That might be part of the problem I've been having with my Hall C, where it says I'm stopped. And it looks like I'm stopped, but I'm not. I'm just going to put all these up a tiny bit and see if that fixes it. It should only really be these XYZ axes, but I'm just going to move these up just a touch, and we'll see if that fixes that. That's good. That's good. If I find that that's an issue, if I'm getting just a tiny bit, that would be nice to know. All right. I hope I have a helmet on. Okay. Yeah, if we can grab these with this would be awesome. This would be a great ship for this if it'll let me attach things to that target grid and back. Can I place it? Place. Oh, wait, did it let me store it? Can I store it? I've got room in my backpack. We can fly anything. Oh. Okay, I still have to figure out how that works, though. I might have to watch a video. Might have to watch a video for that. But that makes life so much easier. If that backpack is big enough, we won't worry about ammo and stuff. We might leave a gun behind, too. And just take a handgun if we've got to shoot through a door for something. And then we don't have worries with the fire extinguishers. But obviously we don't need to do that with this at all. Oh, that's good. I hadn't realized this backpack was big enough for that. Okay. That makes my life a lot easier because I was worried about that. I was legitimately like, oh, that was a mistake. I should have brought something else. Levski. Will it let us fly to Levski? Yes. Is this going to be one where we have to actually take it to a specific spot? Like a lot of the, I think it is. I did some of these at some point. I think we actually have to take this in and there'll be a place in the station we have to take it to. That's fine. Why can I not? Oh, because I'm not in. Geez, maybe because I'm not in warp mode. I'm going to be quiet for this so we can cut it out of the edit. All right. Let me fly in. I always forget they dump you way out, which is one of the reasons why I don't generally base myself at Levski. I mean, we could go full concierge, chairman's club, whatever, and bring the Polaris and then just operate out of the Polaris. Put a small fighter there to do these missions. Put a... I don't think the Fortune will fit in top, but it might. But we could always put a Salvation in top and run Salvation and run salvage missions that way. Fly in, let the PDCs kill everything, hop out with a salvage ship, salvage the remains, grab the courier item, and fly out to the 50, and then come in a small ship and turn it in, and then go back out, bed log. That's honestly not the worst video series idea I've heard. Essentially work out of I just did a big mothership video. We could fly out of a Hercules or out of a Polaris. Polaris makes it the easiest because you just use the PDCs for all this little stuff. Now, there are some missions we couldn't use it for. We're not going to be able to use it for the ambush missions, for instance. Right? Because the ambush missions, you have to be able to get the ship in there and get it stealthed. And I think you have an extra, 50 from the distortion area, but it's not enough to hide a Polaris. But you could leave the Polaris just outside the area and then warp in the rest of the way in your fighter. Is it on this side? I don't know that I've had hangars on this side very often. Usually I'm usually in the actual tunnel. Oh, somebody's flying out as we're flying in, it looks like. All right. Let's get the landing gears up just to get the wings folded in.
Deployed.
And then we'll go turn this in. So obviously my goal with this was not to take 3 attempts to complete a courier mission. Our goal was to see if taking a courier mission would allow us to do some salvage. That appears to not be super realistic. Potentially. But I think it would be a fly in, shoot everything, fly back, get the salvage ship, then do the salvage. And of course, if you blow up the ship, you're not going to, I'll leave it there. Now I'm going to log off from here. Let me send the Hawk down just to make sure.
Your vehicle has been moved to a phase with
Anyway, if the ship blows up, it's going to be difficult to find the parts when you fly back, is what I'm trying to say. Did we lose? Yeah, we did lose everything, right? Yeah. And so the viability of that is not great. And while we did talk about it, I didn't actually plan to test it. But we did take advantage of dying and found that we cannot warp back to our corpse. Now, we could potentially, if we had a warp spot on the other side, warp something to it, get close, and then fly in quantum. But at least with the current flight model, I don't know that that's really a realistic option at the moment. So, step over the corpses. We want to go up. Elevator's departing in 0, but it ain't here yet. So that's not really giving me an option. So, but that's not the only mission, right? There could be some other missions we could do that in. As we get to higher level missions, there may be bigger ships that we may want to, that we could still do that with. So it's possible. It's just not, it's not super viable for the low level missions where we're at now, where we're going to absolutely explode a, a small racing ship. Oops. No, is it not going to let me? No. Can I not? You know what, fine. Put it down, then pick it up. Then I should be able to just click it, but I hit the wrong thing. There we go. All right. That was the hardest courier mission I think I've ever done. What's in here? What are you scared of, buddy? It's okay. And yeah, it's getting better. That Mustang flew reasonably well. The other ship was no issue, but the Mustang was no joke. You know, the AI has gotten much better over the years. That's a pretty good view, don't you think? Is that our thumbnail? Welcome to Nick's. I don't know how well that'll show up on a thumbnail. I might do it anyway. Or should we find a... Hold on. If we head back down, we can go to the statue, right? Somebody tried to crash into the promenade here, huh? It's got to be what everybody's all freaked out about. Or somebody using a script which lets them run around and shoot things here. I suppose that could have been it too, but I see less of that. So you got to think of your thumbnails, and I don't very often. I don't know. Is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I've made no money. As you can see, we are up to 485, so we're still broke. We made, what, 30,000 on that? Something like that? Yeah, that was... Oh, as I was saying, our goal wasn't that. Our goal was to figure out the salvage, and then realistically what I want to do here is going to be a little bit more straightforward than that. Realistically, we're going to be taking... do they do bounty hunter ones too? Does Intersec do bounty hunters? No. And we could do some of these to make some money. We should be able to... You know, I haven't done the journeyman one here. What is this for? Is this for... What level is this? HRT, so high risk. We should be able to do that. I think I did that in my Hornet the first time. Realistically, the Hornet, I'm more dangerous than I am in the Lightning. But, oh, I'm not going after somebody whose nickname is Grumpy. No. Grumpy is not being killed by me. That's a good name. Jilesh Grumpy Axon. That's a great name, actually. Landon Hitch, on the other hand, yeah, he can die. Kirby Dram, yeah, I'm not a fan of Kirby either. Anyway, we should be able to do that, but realistically, what we're here for right now is the mercenary missions, and we are here for the Intersec missions specifically. These are what I need to work on, and then we'll just have to figure out how to do these. Combat rated ships. So I think these are all initially just regular ships. And this one's I know this one's a fairly difficult one. I don't think I've done this one yet. I did this. No, maybe I did this one and didn't do this one. I don't remember. They're no joke. They're not, people are like, I just do it. It'll be easy. Patrol. I haven't done the patrol. Did I do maybe the patrol is the one I did. So maybe I haven't done the others. Anyway, this is what we got to work on. We got to do these. So next episode, I will try one of them. We'll run probably in the... Probably run in the Heartseeker. I set it up with lasers. I set up the lightning with ballistics. But so something like one of these, I would say go ballistics because running out of ammo is probably not going to happen. Whereas a longer patrol, requires a little bit more fire discipline on my part. But that's our goal. Start running these, make a little bit of money, and then get to the point where we can run the Vanduul smuggling missions. That's what I want to get to. So, and we will try to make some money so that we can then buy ourselves a Constellation Aquila so that we can do my last mothership video. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Oh, and if you're Nixie and you want to work on these, hit me up. Mellow7, right? Where's my columns? Did I show up there? Am I here? Can we scroll down to me? It's just can't be that hard to find. People have added me in the game. So we can only get down to K's. Damn it. Where are we? Does it say on home? There we go. Mellow7. Right there. That be me.